If you don't do anything about your hormonal imbalances, they will plague you for the rest of your life. I tried to deny this statement for years, and my horrendous hormonal acne, frustratingly irregular cycles, PCOS, and mood swings just kept getting worse. My doctors told me I'd struggled to get pregnant naturally and that the only solution was to take medications that created even more symptoms. In the end, it was ditching the traditional advice from my doctors and taking my health into my own hands that allowed me to reverse my symptoms for good. After 10 years of university study, using myself as a guinea pig and working with hundreds of women in the same boat, I've finally figured out how to reverse hormonal imbalances using evidence-based natural treatments. Now, let me just say this up front, this way of doing things isn't for everyone. It's not for those women who just want to pop a pill, forget about their symptoms, and then deal with them in months or years down the track. It's not for women who aren't serious about making changes to their lifestyle. And it's not for women who are happy with the traditional model of just blindly trusting others to take care of their health and not interested in understanding how their bodies truly work. But if you are ready to finally take your health seriously and make some simple but powerful changes to how you live your life, it's time to listen up, because like you've probably suspected for a while, there is a better way than what you've been told. The truth is, it doesn't take thousands of dollars, doctor's appointments, medications, and creams to fix your period, clear your skin, and boost your fertility. It also doesn't require you to give up all the foods you love, kill yourself at the gym, or take hundreds of supplements. Did that get you listening? I'm Tamika, and 10 years ago, I was in the exact same place that you are now. I was 19 and my face was covered with confidence-destroying acne. I had incredibly painful and debilitating periods that left me bedbound. My period was completely all over the shop and my cycles lasted for many months in between. I'd just been diagnosed with polycystic ovary syndrome, or PCOS, and I was feeling completely out of touch with my own body. I couldn't leave the house without a face full of makeup, bumping into friends on the street gave me anxiety, and I dreaded each period and its symptoms. And deep down, I was terrified that I'd never be able to have kids someday. I was doing everything right. I followed all the traditional advice from my doctors. I ate less, I exercised more, I took the pill, and I used all those medicated acne creams. But things just kept getting worse. My skin broke out more than ever. I couldn't have a regular cycle unless I used the pill, and my moods, well, let's just say no one wanted to be around me in the week before my period was due. I was exhausted from trying so hard and being let down again and again. I spent countless hours and thousands of dollars seeing doctors, specialists, natural therapists, dermal practitioners, but nothing was working. In desperation, I scoured the internet and I started reading about the link between diet, lifestyle, and hormonal balance. All of a sudden, I started connecting the dots between how I was living my life and the way that my period was showing up each month and how my skin was looking. I decided it was time I tried something drastically different, so I stopped taking the pill. I stopped using all the different creams on my skin. I was ready to completely change my approach because I knew it just wasn't working for me. I ditched the conventional approach and I was so excited to start doing things the natural way. So with my fresh eyes and so much hope, I dove into the online world to start working out which natural approach I was going to take. And to say I was overwhelmed is an understatement. Everywhere I looked, there was conflicting advice. Eat this. No, wait, don't eat that. Take this one supplement. Wait, no, these herbs are definitely the answer. HIIT training is going to solve your hormone problems. No, don't do that intense exercise. You need to do restorative yoga classes for your hormones to heal. My brain was exploding. I would go to bed at night with my head spinning through all the different paths that I could take. I was making crazy 2 a.m. purchases for that latest juice cleanse that promised to clear my skin by helping me to detox. And then I just end up starving, craving all the sugary foods, and with a face full of even more acne. I really believed in this natural approach. It just made so much sense to me, but I didn't know how to sift through all of the advice and work out what would actually make an impact on my body. Then, late one night, it dawned on me. I needed to understand what the research showed. I started scouring through medical journals to see if any of the advice that I was coming across on these random blogs and social media posts actually had any evidence behind them. I very quickly realized there was a big difference in the quality of advice out there. I got so inspired by the research that I decided to go to university and study evidence-based approaches to healing my body and my hormones. I spent 4 years studying a bachelor degree in nutritional medicine. I was still hungry for more after this, so I went on to complete postgraduate study in fertility and women's health and a Bachelor of Education so that I could share this information with other women who so desperately needed a roadmap to healing their hormones. After years of research and trial and error, I finally worked out what my body was trying to communicate with me. And it wasn't even that complicated. Those annoying symptoms that weren't my body working against me were actually an attempt to let me know I needed to look deeper and heal the root cause. Remember when I said I used myself as a guinea pig over the years so that you didn't have to waste time and money like I did? Yep, this was me, that crazy supplement lady taking hundreds of different products in a desperate attempt to resolve my symptoms. Gradually, I learned which ones were essential and which ones weren't, and I began building up specific protocols to support my clients with different types of hormonal imbalances. I discovered that there were specific foods I could load my plate up with that tasted great, but also helped to balance my hormones at the same time. I worked out the right types of exercise to support different hormonal conditions and different phases of the menstrual cycle. After 10 years of struggling, my skin finally cleared up. My cycle regulated to 29 days. My period showed up without a fuss, pain-free, and without all those crazy mood swings. I finally felt in tune with my body and I could understand what it needed. And the best part? I was able to easily fall pregnant naturally when I was ready, have an uncomplicated pregnancy, and give birth to a beautiful baby girl. After years of being told that I would struggle to conceive, this was the ultimate tribute to my protocols. When I realized that there was a much better way to get to the root cause of hormonal issues without the need for medications or thousands of supplements, it became my life mission to share this information with other women. I didn't want you to suffer as long as I did to get the answers. That's how my business, Nourish Natural Health, was born, so that I could help as many women as possible avoid the frustration, confusion, and mistakes that I made in my own journey. I created the 7-day Hormone Reset Challenge so that I could kickstart your journey to complete hormonal bliss with 7 days of simple but powerful changes to support your hormones to find balance again. Supporting your hormones isn't nearly as complicated as it sounds. You just need the right evidence-based information. The 7-day reset is a perfect starting point if you're ready to try my natural approach to healing your hormones. I've packaged up some of the key learnings about hormonal imbalances into 7 key habits and diet changes. I've taken the confusion out of where to start by setting 7 daily challenges for you to focus your attention on and start seeing some serious hormone magic. Now, here are just some of the life-changing things you'll learn in the 7-day reset challenge. Which foods to eat and avoid, the mineral you're likely missing that's causing your symptoms, the weird daily habit that can transform your digestion and hormones, my ultimate hormone balancing meal and how you can replicate this every day, why giving your liver the love and attention it needs is so critical to healing your hormones naturally, my #1 miracle supplement for hormone imbalances and why everyone with a hormone imbalance should be taking this if nothing else, and so much more. Each day, you'll receive access to a video with your daily challenge, plus downloadables, audio files, recipes to support you on your journey. You'll also gain access to our incredibly supportive virtual group where you can contact myself directly and my highly trained team who are going to support you every step of the way to make sure you never have a question unanswered, as well as allow you to connect with hundreds of other women who are on the exact same journey as you. After completing these 7 days, you'll be well on your way to clear skin and blissful cycles by supporting your body with the foundations for hormone balance. Now, when I created this mini course, I was originally going to sell it for $297 US because it includes so much life-changing information, direct access to myself and my team, as well as a community of women, a recipe book, and a meal plan. But I knew that this would cut out a whole lot of women who so desperately needed this information. So I decided to sell it for $7. Yep, just $7. I know that this challenge could be sold at a much higher price, but I am so passionate about supporting women that are struggling. I decided to make it as accessible as possible. Now, there's no hidden subscription charge or anything like that, just a single upfront payment of $7 and you'll receive instant access so you can get started today and say goodbye to period problems and skin breakouts. Okay, worried you'll join the challenge and realize it's not for you? I've spent so much money on programs in the past myself that didn't work, so I'd be skeptical too. But don't worry, I've got you covered, girl. Here's my guarantee. Register for the 7-day Hormone Reset Challenge, go through it, apply what you learn, and if you're not absolutely blown away by what you discover, just shoot me an email and request a refund within 30 days. We'll refund you your $7 and let you keep the Hormone Reset Challenge content free of charge. It's that simple. So, if you're ready to get started on your journey to clear skin, balanced hormones, and vibrant energy, I cannot wait to support you, sister. Let's do this.